Well, welcome down, friends. How y'all doing tonight? It's Friday night. We've had threats of storms and everything today, but no storms. Mama's over here making cornbread. I want to let you watch it sizzle for just a second here. Come on, flip. Look at that. She just mixed that up.
It's pulling around the edges.
And that's what she likes, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah. Could
Start
be
out
my
with a
hair
good-
hotter, but
Start out with a good hot skillet, and that's what you get every time. And if you start out with a good hot skillet, you're more likely to get them good crunchy sides. What are we making? What in the world could we be making? We are making. We're probably going to make a mess. But we are making a simple stir fry. Mama, I'm going to let you pick the skillet, whichever one you think. I always get the wrong one. What are you eating? Baby carrots? I'm addicted to them. I love them. What am I doing? I am cutting up little peppers. Actually, I'm just getting ready to cut them. I'm getting the little seed pods out and cutting that little bitty tip off the end that Mama don't like. I would use it because it's just the end of it. Look what a pretty pepper. Now that is a beaut. It's got a little yellow, a little orange, a little red, a little green. You gotta love that pepper. It was just picked at the very moment it was getting ready to do something. And it's like, I don't know what color to be. Whoops, I've been picked. Okay. I'm gonna save some of these little pepper seeds because I love to grow these. Mama grew quite a bit of them last year, wasn't it, Mama?
yeah.
We don't divide them out or nothing. We just plant them all and expect to get some of these tiny little miniature peppers. So yellow, red, orange, mixed up, we don't care. We just want one of them. So what are y'all fixing tonight? Did y'all have any weather today? We've had storms. We've had beautiful weather. We've had not here storms, just right up the hill storms. So, I don't know.
I think where one place had hail.
Ooh, that's bad.
Marble-sized hail.
Marble,
Yeah.
that could do some damage.
Yeah. What was it at? Miracle? Somewhere.
I seen a hailstorm one time. We had $50 to quarter size hail. It dented my vehicle. It knocked the big globes out at the. We had a flower shop right next to the post office, and it has these huge lighted globes. It broke. I seen both of them just shatter. It sounded horrible. Worst hailstorm I've ever been in. And the ground got white with hail, and it was every bit that big. It was huge. I'm making, this is what I'm using, special one, these little baby peppers.
You
Not doing a lot of
got
them.
this big burner on.
Ask me again, Mama. Well, what are you doing? Leave it alone, right there.
It was
Mama's
on.
turning it off and on, off and on.
I couldn't see it.
Don't touch it. Step away. Step away from the hot plate. It is on max. Alright, max it is. So let's get that going. Mama, tell them what you've been up to. We don't have TV here, no cable, which it's not the most devastating thing in the world to us because we don't do a lot of TV. But it is different, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
No,
No noise.
no, Perry Mason.
Oh, that's been sad all week long.
No Perry
I'm
Mason.
having Perry Mason.
No Andy Griffith.
I'm having them with girls.
We're slipping over to a new, and they sent us a little kit. We've done everything it said, everything everybody else said. You can't get it hooked up. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I just don't think that either we've got the right hookup or something. Because I have done everything it said. And it wasn't that hard. It wasn't like an impossible task. What kind of, you going to get that over there
I've
hot?
got it hot. Avocado oil, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now what I'm doing right now, I'm just going to prep these veggies, run them through the chopper, and because I want them, for one thing, it's quicker. That's the truth. It is quicker. But the second thing is, I want them small so they'll all cook together. So one way of doing that is getting them all the same size. Now I'm going to cut this onion thin as I can. But I'm going to try to get this prepped up here. The cornbread's going to be beating me if I ain't careful. Alright, so there's our onion. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the outer hull off. And I'm going to do 2 types of onion chops here. You say, whoa, John's getting fancy doing double onion chops. You're going to be impressed with my skills. I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to quarter this one up. Can y'all see? I need a camera crew because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to quarter this up in chunks like that.
This is getting hot. If you've got something going on.
I'm going to have in 2 seconds. And I'm going to throw him in here. So I'm going to have that size of onion. Keep that there. Ooh, it's smoking hot. And I'm going to put these carrots in here. And I'm going to put a good generous quantity. Now, first thing we're going to do, come over here to this hot skillet Mama just brought over. And I'm going to put these little smoky. Mama, you don't never want us to have them all. How come?
I know that was when it's sizzling hot. Because I had it hot.
I know. How come you don't want us to always have all these?
They're just spilling.
Huh? You're avoiding the question.
I know it. That's an awful lot this late at night.
Well, you don't have to eat them all. Mama don't never want us to have enough food. She always says, don't use all that pack. I used it all. There's not that many. They fry down a little, and there'll be leftovers. Mama, you got that way hot. How come you don't want us to eat, Mama?
I don't want to waste.
You don't want your friends to have food? She don't want us to eat tonight. Okay, look here. I got a whole bucket of goodies. Now remember this chopper, if you get $100 worth of Tupperware, you get this for just $25. The very one. I mean, it's wonderful. So let's give it a good... Come on now, my little...
Did I try it up? I used it earlier.
What'd you use it for?
Strawberry.
Oh, for strawberry, the rest of the strawberries?
Mm.
I think what I've done is I put it in there and I got it cross through it a little bit. Well, I don't know what I've done to it. Mama, you have torn it up.
Oh no.
Sometimes
It's the stuff in that turkey container.
it's twisting here, see? That's what I need to do in there, but I believe I got this too full.
Yep.
I do that sometimes.
I did my strawberry.
It's the carrots.
They're so hard to do.
See if that other one's other, Mama. I'm gonna... Folks, it's not the equipment, it's the equipping here. If you put too many things around that blade too tight, it won't do right. Let me see if I can, let me put my blade in here. Like carrots and something that's hard, once you get it grinding, you're okay, but I had them big peppers in there. And they don't like to play with me. They don't like to do that.
You don't need this one, do you?
No, I thought maybe it was that, but it wasn't. It was those peppers crammed down in there around that blade too tight, and it wasn't letting it turn. Like I said, it's not the equipment, it's the operator.
Operator.
Yeah. So all I'm going to do is just get these small, so they'll all cook together quickly, and in that same mix with all the other stuff. See, it's going fine. It's just when you put big bulky carrots and those big bulky peppers down in there, I laid them in there first, won't do it. It's probably a safety mechanism. not trying to make juice, so I'm not overdoing it. Not overdoing it, just doing it just right. There's one little carrot that tried to get away. What are y'all cooking? What have y'all had? Now see, that's what I want. I don't want juice, but I do want it all the same size. And I'm going to put it in there now because the carrots are going to take a minute. But it's not going to take long with them all chopped up. Now if I had to chop that by hand, we would be here a minute. Let's throw these in. Mama, I'm going to give you this and let you rake them out, please, and thank you. While I work on round 2. I think we're through with that. So now I'm going to take these onions that are just now left out here, and I'm going to just slice them up too. That salsa last night, folks, it just kept tasting better and better and better. I absolutely love good salsa.
Somebody couldn't quit eating it.
Somebody couldn't quit eating it, and they ate too much of it, but it was still delicious, every bite of it.
I wouldn't want to mention no names, as you say.
You wouldn't?
Mm-mm. But it wasn't me.
Are you trying to pay me back for something, Mama?
Yeah.
Now, I want some big chunky onions in there. Mama don't have to eat these. She won't, so that's a good thing. Will you, Mama?
No, probably not.
But I like to see them onions. Okay, so that's enough with the onion. Now, right now, I'm going to put a little bit of Great Value teriyaki.
You got enough teriyaki in there?
For now.
Is that all you're going to do right now?
For right now.
You cooled it way down.
Cool it down. Now I'm going to do some cabbage, folks. Mama's left y'all. Let's come over here. I know she's prettier to look at and you like to see her cook. But she leaves you. She runs off and leaves you. Now I just cut this the other night, but I'm going to do a clean cut. I always like to do a clean cut on something if I leave it in the refrigerator very long. It just gets, if there is any dry, it just takes it off and gives you something fresh to start with. Now, you see there how pretty? Now I'm just going to lay this down flat. I've then got those outer leaves off earlier. And I'm going to cut up what you're going to think is an awful lot of cabbage. But it really won't be that much when I let y'all watch it wilt down. I'm going to cut it crossways a couple of times so when I cut it, it's going to be already chopped. Cross cut. This is so good. I love cabbage and kielbasa sausage, cabbage and smoked sausage. I like cabbage and Italian sausage, breakfast sausage, pepperonis. If you're heating it back up, Mama, I'll give you some cabbage. Cabbage and onions, peppers. All this just makes such a tasty little profile. Look, those are already cooked and done, ready to go. Now we're just going to put our cabbage on there, and it's just going to melt right down. That ain't all I'm putting either. I got more to go.
Take it over here, because that keeps it there so tight.
See, she left you again. So I'm just cutting this cabbage up just like you would shredding it, but it's just cutting a little skim off, and it will all fry down and be wonderful. It won't be long. We'll have cabbages coming in. We won't. Mama don't grow them unless she has. Well, she ain't in a while. She used to.
In my little bed, so I don't have room for this.
In her little bed, she said she don't have room for it. But here we go. So, a good size of the head we've shredded down. Mama, I'll cool it down again for you. You don't like raw cabbage? Mama likes raw potatoes.
Oh, you're going to run up the over.
And I love raw cabbage. I eat it when I cut it up. Mama eats potatoes when she cuts them up.
Have it for all the years past.
Now stay right there a minute. Don't you run off.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to put a little more teriyaki. Because y'all see, I've added a bunch of food. That's the end of that. Put that on the list, Mama. Don't throw that away as we put it on the list. Somebody has organized this drawer.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put a little ranch.
I worked on that today.
Well, I could tell you've been over here. You know how I can tell?
It's straightened up.
And I can't find a thing.
Well, it's all right together, though. It should be easy.
I just can't see the labels now. A little bit of this y'all Southern Secret onion and garlic. Y'all know I put that on everything.
Put your initial on top of the lid in there.
I could. Wait, Mama, I gotta find a ranch that's open. This one's open. And some ranch.
Ooh,
Y'all's ranch.
it's opened up my sides.
Well, it will. Now, you can't forget the wonderfulness of black pepper. This makes it delicious, y'all. Mama, you might have to put just a little bit of water in it. Just for steaming. Just steam it up a little bit. I think that teriyaki will be salty enough. What do y'all think?
Yeah. We can always salt it after we get it out.
You can salt it any time, can't you, Mama? Now let's clean up. This is a mess. I've got a mess going. With onions. Now I'm not going to throw away any onion roots. And I'm going to save that little pot of seed. I'm going to put these in a Fridge Smart. Put that sharp blade back in its bucket. Don't need no visits to the home. These two carrots are good. We'll just eat them. So what y'all up to? I thought you were going to put ranch dressing. Like, no. Powder. You can use that powder for more than just dressing. I use it on pork chops. I use it on chicken. I use it in stir fry. It's got some wonderful seasonings in it. Think of y'all's ranch as just another seasoning in the cabinet. There's some leftover broccoli that's just been steamed. It's going in there after the cooking gets done. I'm trying to save my pepper pods from the garbage pail here. I want to save them because there's an onion that could have went in there.
Somebody overloaded my skillet. I can't get this turned.
It'll go back down. You put a lid on it or something.
No, not yet.
It's a cooking. Let's clean up our mess. Mama, I got a bigger mess than usual over here. I don't know how many pepper pod seeds you need, so I'm just going to save all these. I've been saving pepper seeds for a minute. Ever since it got the first little bit of hope that spring was on the way, I started saving seeds and wonderful things to plant. Y'all do that? What are you making? Today we're doing a little stir fry. Doing a little stir fry, and we're using a pack of little Smokies that we bought up to do probably cocktail weenies, but we didn't do them, but they were getting close dated. So instead of buying kielbasa, I just used some Smokies. I know y'all do the same thing, don't you? Now, another little thing I normally do, y'all see it all the time, I use coleslaw mix. Didn't have any, but I had plenty of cabbage, so that's the reason I use the cabbage head. You can use either or. And we do. We do that. For sure. Let's drink some coffee and see what you all are up to. What are y'all having tonight? Y'all make me hungry every time I ask that question. What are y'all having? Y'all like, we're having, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that sounds so good. What are you making? Stir fry with little Smokies. Cabbage. I thought that was big. It's not. Just following. Yum. What time is supper? Well, it'll be in about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes away, we'll be eating supper. Cornbread will be done probably in 10. 5 or 10, will it, Mama?
Yeah.
Oh, hello from Texas. Well, hey, Jan. Looks delicious, Jennifer. It's going to be. Mama's got a lid on it now. It's all calmed down over there. You want to look over there? We won't move too much. She's got the fancy lid on and everything. Mom, that lid will be hot.
I'm gonna get a hot oven to get it out.
Do y'all use your pizza pans for lids? Yours are missing out. That's a big old 12-inch skillet, and we use it all the time for a lid. That or a plate.
Plate is not big enough for this.
Look at there, folks. It's coming right along. And that's what you want. You want it to come right along. Now let me flip y'all back on this side of the world.
If you want to stir it on it.
And let's add our broccoli. The broccoli is completely done. I didn't want it to cook no more. All I want it to do is heat. That's all I'm looking for, is to heat that broccoli.
I'll let you have a spatula and I'll clean up this mess so
You can't stand it, can you, Mama?
that we can eat.
You can't stand enough. I've cleaned up now. Don't look like I just left it. Don't.
All this is garbage.
Yes, ma'am. And your pods are right here now. Don't mix them up with garbage, because they look a little bit like garbage, but they're not.
Okay.
This was a good batch of pepper. So the fact that those are good peppers means them seeds may bring us some good pepper.
Oh boy.
So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to leave that right there for us.
You want me to put the lid back on its steam that
Yes.
whole thing
Yeah,
on?
that'd be good. That'd be great, Mama. Now, what did I use? Great value teriyaki sauce. You can use whatever you want to. It says marinade and sauce, whatever that means. It's a marinade and a sauce. We get this at the big store, the Walmart. And I'll get some more because we're out. Actually, I'm going to pour this in there because look, it's drained down the sides. Can you lift your lid just a sec? Or I can do it right there.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Now this ain't the real thick, sugary kind. I like that. It's real thin, and it just does great. It's kind of like soy sauce texture, except you're not throwing those very well.
No, I'm laying on the napkin to dry.
Oh, I thought she was doing away with her peppers that quick. She would, Neil. You gotta watch her like a hawk. Don't throw that onion. See that root on that onion? That's a Texas sweet. When I make another slice, I'm gonna take that root. You want the root now, Mama, so you can plant it tomorrow?
I will leave it on there so it'll keep the onion fresher.
I'm excited to plant some onions. We've got purple ones planted, red ones, as y'all call them. They're coming up. We've just had them in the ground about a week, ain't we, Mama?
Yeah, some of them's
Let's see what Mama's doing here. I'm going to flip y'all back over here now. Mama, show them your cornbread.
I'm gonna take it up.
Time to take up the cornbread. This didn't take it long, folks. Not long at all. And now this is the cornbread. Whoa, you fell off the counter. This is the cornbread flip. Look at that. That's when you know you have a great cornbread skillet. How do you get a great cornbread skillet, you ask? Well, I'll just tell you. The first thing for a great cornbread skillet is great seasoning. How do you season a great cornbread skillet? You get your good cornbread, you get your good skillet, and it don't have to be a brand new one from the store. I have bought them from the store and used them, they're wonderful. But you can get one from a yard sale secondhand store. Even if it's rusty, you can clean that right up. And you want to clean it good, scour it good, get all that down to a good smoothness. And then fry you some bacon in it. Put you some, you want to season your cast iron with protein fat, not olive oil. Olive oil's got a really low smoke point, and if it's seasoned with that, so will your skillet have a low smoke point. Avocado oil would be fine. It's got a 500 degree smoke point. If you want to season with something besides protein fat, use avocado oil, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, so don't, you know. But the best thing is just good old bacon. Fry bacon. But it sounds a little contradiction here because you want to fry bacon to season it. But once you get it good and slick and seasoned, you can put some avocado oil on top of that protein fat. And then you don't want to use it for nothing but cornbread. No more bacon. Once you get a good season on it, you can't fry eggs and bacon and stuff in your cornbread skillet. Anybody will tell you cornbread skillet is a cornbread skillet. Now, Mama has been known upon rare occasions to fix biscuit bread in her cornbread skillet, but that's a rare occasion.
I usually use the little.
She uses a different one that's her biscuit skillet. But
If you stir that, comes.
the cornbread skillet is something you don't put in the dishwasher. You don't wash it too aggressively in the sink. Now you do. Our cornbread, you hear people say, in the South, they don't wash their iron skillets. They're talking about their cornbread skillet because we don't wash our cornbread skillet. Once we take it out of that oven, it is sterilized. We take a dry paper towel, and there's probably going to be no cornbread on it, as you've seen right there. There's not any danger in it, and there's not a speck of cornbread left on that skillet. And we wipe it out, put it back in the oven, and it stays in the oven. But now if we fry eggs in a skillet or we fry meat in a different one, you know what, that's all in a difference on the cornbread. We do wash it with a little bit of dish liquid and a little hot water, and we rinse it good, and we put it on the stove, and we turn the eye on and let it dry. That's the secret to good.
Get that stirred a little bit, see if it's sticky.
Did you hear her? Get that stirred, she said.
I just moved that out of the way.
Well, how am I going to stir it? What do you want me to do, long arm it?
Yeah. You got long arm.
Sometimes it's hard to follow directions. Let's stir it. All right, so Mama thinks it's burning.
It might in the middle where the heat's concentrating there.
It's perfect, Mama. Look at that, folks. That's deliciousness all the way around. But your cornbread skillet is something you don't mess around with, is it, Mama?
Yeah.
What would you do if somebody if they come in and put something in your cornbread skillet?
I wouldn't let them.
First of all, they wouldn't get in your kitchen. Unmonitored, unsupervised, and untold what to do.
Yeah.
As y'all see it happen here every night. First of all, that wouldn't happen. But if it did, like if she was gone and somebody came in here.
I would jump you then.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'd have to catch it. And somebody came in here and fixed a meal and they done something to her cornbread skillet. First of all, I would leave home and I wouldn't be here when she got home. I would be staying somewhere because I couldn't take the pressure. Second of all, when she did find out about it, when she made her next pound of cornbread because it was steak, There will be questions asked and there will be answers given.
You wanting tea? Or
Yes.
you want the peach or you want plain unsweetened?
I better go plain and sweet. Is it decaf?
Yeah, I think it is. I hope it is.
The peach is full of caffeine, but it's fully caffeinated. Y'all's peach tea has sold out, I think. Well, they may have 100 orders left or something. Or I seen it earlier today. But I'm sure by now it's not. Y'all check it out. They'll tell you. But if you don't get in on it, he's hoping by May 1st you'll have more. Because it sold out in a day. A day. Y'all wanted it, you ordered it, you did good. And I tell you, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And it's caffeinated though, and it's a gallon size. That's all they have in the peach right now.
I heard on one video we had is going to, we got requests for half a gallon's size and decaffeinated.
But he was going to see about it, and it was going to cost
He was
more.
going to check on it.
And it will cost more. So that, and y'all know what a rarity it is for us to have cornbread. Anymore, it used to be. Used to we had it quite often. But now, we just don't do much breads. Good evening, John and Mama. Well, hello, David. How are you? Hey, Mary, I got some. The peach tea was trying it tomorrow. Well, Mary, brace yourself. It's as good as you think it's going to be. It's very good. It's not an artificial flavor. It's just like a good peach flavored tea. Got mine today, June said. Good. If you're wanting some products from them, they'll have more in May, hopefully. He said not to hold him that date, but that was the date he was hoping for. But you can use our code, JOHN, all capital letters, at the end when you're doing your credit card where it says coupon code, and you'll get 10% off whatever you buy, site-wide. And that I thought at first this was just a little first of the year thing. He told me the other day, he said, no, this is for it's our influencer pages. So if you watch it from here, then you put that code in there and you will get your discount.
The hummingbird picture is got the plain decaffeinated, no sugar.
Show me your picture, Mama.
Well, it's got the hummingbirds on it.
Ain't that just springy?
It's beautiful. And the other picture with all the designs and stuff on it is got the sweetened.
Don't put that too close to the stove. You'll have a hot hummingbird.
But we don't want hot hummingbird.
I've heard of a hummingbird cake.
Oh, it's hot. You want your lid or you want it up?
No, I don't need the lid. Mama, let's listen. I'll put you just a little bit out there.
You did good.
You want some more?
No, I think.
I'll turn this way to off.
You want me to turn it off back here?
Yeah, like you was doing back and forth while ago.
No, I was
Off
trying
and
to see
on
which
and off
one
and
it
on.
was. Still can't see it though.
Unplug it and right underneath your knee. It's off.
It's really up now.
Alright folks, we're gonna bless it, Mama.
You let my brother do some stress, so you let my napkin blow up.
No, Mama. If I did, I'd give you mine, act like I didn't need one. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the opportunity to partake of it. Dear Lord, we just ask you to bless it for the nourishment of our bodies. And dear Lord, we just thank you for being able to be gathered here tonight with our friends. And dear Lord, we just pray that you'll bless each and every one of them if they have prayer requests, spoken or unspoken, that you'll answer those in your will and your glory. And dear Lord, we just pray that you'll take care of our world that we're living in, dear Lord. Be with the leaders, and be with the people, and be with the decisions that are made, dear Lord, and put a hedge of protection around us and our children. In your name we pray. Amen. I can't wait. Not that I've never tasted this before, it's just I have, and I know what it's going to taste like.
Somebody didn't get too teriyaki happy.
Now, Mama, there wasn't that much to start with.
It was quite a bit.
No. Does it look brown? Does it look all discolored? No. You would know.
A little.
It's absolutely perfect. A little hot,
Mm-hmm. Pretty hot.
but they ain't no seasoning hot. Look at that. Little smokies. They make the perfect stir fry. little leftover broccoli from one day. If you chop your carrots up like I did in the chopper, and your onions, it'll all cook at the same time. If you don't want to chop them up, or if you make sticks out of them, put your carrots in there first and give them a good 5-minute head start. It is, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have no bad things to say, Mama?
No.
We're not even going for the cornbread like we usually do. What's wrong with us? We're just not used to it. What is that round disc there in the middle of the table?
It's a, what is it, UFO?
Unidentified cornbread object.
That was kind of a little letdown.
What was?
The two.
A letdown?
I've been drinking that peach.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. Wasn't a letdown to me. I love the flavor of it.
It's good. But where you've got that sweet peachy flavor.
When we make peach tea, we put sugar in it.
I love it.
This is just decaffeinated, sugar-free.
Nothing. Tea and water and ice.
It's just good, healthy for you. It's really, I love the peach tea, but it's a treat. Just plain old good tea. I want decaffeinated, unsweet tea, just plain tea. I love the flavor of the tea. They have a beautiful blend. It's wonderful, and I crave just unsweet tea sometimes. And Mama tolerates it. But boy, she don't have no problem with that caffeine peach.
No.
With sugar. How much sugar did you put in that you made this morning?
About like you did the other day. Cup and a half or a cup, whatever it was.
Mama, did you put 2 cups?
Not 2 whole cups, no.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I tried to do it like you did. It was good.
It's delicious. I'm going to try the peach unsweet one day just to see. But it just seems like peach needs to be sweet. Don't it?
It's good. I don't want you to.
Don't try it, she said. Don't try it. Just keep sweetening it.
I just have to watch how much I drink of it.
Y'all's sweet tea is just their name. The tea, sweetness is up to you. So don't think, I can't get that, I'm a diabetic. You can. It's called y'all's sweet tea just because that's a southern sound. Because most teas that are out there on the market sell their brand as iced tea. And it's just, you buy it for iced tea. So they thought y'all's sweet tea sounded very southern, very welcoming. And so that's the reason it says sweet in the name. But sweet's just their name, not their taste. The taste is what you do. So you make it sweet if you want to, or unsweet. No, this is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, this is one of those, I'm tired. I don't want to cook tonight, but I got to feed the family. This will do it. And let me tell you something you can do. This was tonight's recipe. Y'all see me chopping and all that. If you come home and you want carrots and all that in there, get your coleslaw mix at the store. Get you a pack of them little Smokies, not even chop them up. Don't have to chop up nothing. Put your little Smokies in there. Put you some teriyaki or in all the flavorings you want in there. A little Y'all's Ranch, a little Southern Secret. Throw that coleslaw mix in on top of it. Pour your little teriyaki. You're done, really. Quicker than we did tonight, and this was pretty quick. But coleslaw mixes are not just for coleslaw. You can make salads. You can chop that up and make a delicious salad. You can make coleslaw of any kind out of it, and you can make stir fry. So if you've never used coleslaw mix for stir fry, man, I recommend it because it is easy. We used the regular cabbage tonight, and the flavor's no different with the coleslaw mix. So that little extra step of all that, it's worth it. And one bag makes a huge skillet full. You may look at that little compressed bag and say, do I need to? Chances are, unless you've got 6 in your household, you probably don't. Because when I use a pack of the coleslaw, it fills it up just like that cabbage did when I added it on there in a moment.
It's quite a bit.
It's quite a bit. And it's good. Thanks for your prayers. Pamela, y'all send some hearts of love for Pamela. She's been sick and she said, thanks for the prayers, and Pamela, we'll keep praying for you.
Yeah,
She's planted a few flowers. Was 80 where you live? That's good. We had baked ham mac and cheese. Oh, that's good. Green lima beans. Sherry, now you're making me hungry. Use stevia, Cindy. Mama don't like any of those. And I've tried a bunch of them. The only one I've not tried with her yet is monk fruit. I'm going to get some of it and let her try it. Coleslaw mix works great in soups too. Yeah, Karen. Coleslaw mix is great in soup. Throw that right in there. It don't know that it's supposed to be coleslaw. And it'll turn into anything you put it in. If you need to use cabbage in something, even casseroles or cabbage rolls or spring rolls or you name it, egg rolls, use some coleslaw mix. Hey Barbara, thank you for watching. Hi from Chattanooga. Michael, you're just right down the road from us. Love cabbage. Hot or cold, serve me too. I love it with a simple vinaigrette made up for it. I love it with mayonnaise and the regular fixings. I love it with sliced almonds and ramen noodles. You can't go wrong with it. Just getting on here, Sheila. Well, we've made stir fry. There it is. And all that is cabbage, little smokies, some leftover broccoli. But if I didn't have leftover, I would have put some fresh in it. And I put the onions and the carrots through the chopper. And added some seasons and cooked away. And it cooked in about 10 minutes. We made us some cornbread, and that's what supper is tonight. Quick, simple, and easy. Monk fruit is excellent. Greta, I'll try some with Mama, but I'm not expecting a rave review.
I have learned to drink Diet Coke.
She is drinking. She may like some artificial sweeteners. Mama, would you try some? You got stevia in there.
Yeah.
Why don't we make some tea with some stevia and just see if you like that?
We can add some to a glass. Instead of wasting a whole gallon. I'd hate to waste a whole gallon of tea.
Well, we'll do a regular gallon. If you like it, then we'll try it on the peach tea. It's such limited supply. Sounds delicious. Sheila, it is. Shelly, it is. Miss Annie made a great Asian ramen noodle salad. Nancy, those are good. Miss Sue made fajitas today. Mama Sue's a great cook. So is Miss Annie. We're friends with those folks. Wonderful people. Mama Sue's the first person, the cook influencers that we met and talked to. So we feel super close to her and Harold, and they're just a wonderful family. His mama, trying Splenda that has no aftertaste. Splenda has no aftertaste. Mama says it does. How much is the normal price of the chopper? Preston, that's a good question. Is somebody on here from Tupperware that can answer that? Maria, Leanne,
Help.
calling all Tupperware helpers. Some of y'all may be consultants. Kay, are you on here? It's 65 or 70. It went up last year.
79.
79, Mama says.
I'm not for sure. I think it went up.
I've got a Tupperware book here.
Don't get the older book.
Well, which one's the right one?
That one's in your one.
This one. Make it count. Spring 2023. I reckon that is the right one. Let's just look it up. It's right in here somewhere.
Well, have you passed it up completely? There's. No, it's not.
That's the colander. Here's the purple knife I use all the time. It's $41 now.
All of that's gone up in that category.
Mom, what'd you do with the chopper? I know you got it in here. Mom, you're the Tupperware lady. Where's it
I
at?
thought it was right there with that.
Well, I thought it was too, but it ain't.
Mm-mm.
I was skipping through and I've skipped the page.
What?
That's the spiral cut. That's different. They got cookware. They've got everything. If you haven't seen a catalog in a while, there's one on our site. We don't have catalogs to send y'all. This is the only one we have. And you can see we use the one on the page all the time because I've gotten used to it, and that's the reason I can't find nothing in the paper one. Well, maybe they're taking it out. Do they even have them anymore?
Yeah, they have them, but I don't know where it's at in that one.
It's like watching paint dry, Mama.
Oh my goodness.
What was John and Mama doing now? Well, John was flipping through the catalog. I don't know what he was looking for. Sorry. Okay, Mama, I'm tired.
That other one over there.
The chopper's gotta be in here. I will not give up. Here's those fridge smarts I was talking about a while ago. These are wonderful for keeping all your veggies so airtight and wonderful.
I figured it was over with that other. It's not.
I'm about to run out of book.
Yeah, you're running out. That ain't in there.
There it is, right there on that page. It's part of your kit.
But it ain't got the price on it.
Go down on this page. I give up.
Mm-mm, it
Now,
ain't.
Mama, I went through every page.
Hand me that multicolored one. I don't think.
Okay, so what else are y'all doing? I'm gonna find that somewhere before we leave here. I buy Peach Crystal Light now, sugar for me. Phyllis, is a Crystal Light, is it got artificial flavoring in it? I think Crystal Light does, doesn't it? Google it, John. I could, but I'm using my phone. That's the most inconvenient thing. When you're on here, you can't use your phone, even to look up a recipe or anything. And that's what I like to do, is keep my phone for looking up recipes.
This is aggravating. I know it was in there.
They're taking it out of our book. Somebody came in while we wasn't looking and took it right out of this book. Maybe they don't have it in the book no more, Mom. Maybe you and I can't find it.
Can't hear good or see good or something.
Maybe some person has already answered the question. Somebody Google that and tell us. Right here it is on this book. And in this book it was $93.
93.
I don't know if it's current or not. But this is the... No, this ain't current. This is even of it. You do get a clear one. So it has gone up from that
It's
price.
gone up. This one's summer of 22, so this one's older. And it's
Anyhow, $25 is a good price for
it's
it.
$105 for it and the little one too in here.
$25 is a fourth of the price. It's a great price. If you buy $100 worth of stuff, you get that one.
This is one I said, $79, but it's gone up.
Yeah.
There's the little one and it together.
That's old.
This is old back in 22.
Like I said, we don't use the books.
No, you have to go on the page to get the current.
If you do in-home parties, people use the books. All we really sell is online. So we're not familiar with the books as much as your average consultant would be. And my director, or Mama's director, she texts me because Mama don't do texting. And she'll say, tell your mama to get this on there because it's going to go off sale and everybody will be wanting it. And I say, yes, ma'am. I'll do it. And I do it. And I make a note and I write it down. That's how I operate. I never could remember prices of anything. I never was good at that. Now, I had an uncle. You could ask him how much eggs was in 1953 and he could tell you. Honest, I've heard him say it. He knew all the prices. He knew all kinds of stuff. Dana Barnett says $87. Thank you, Dana.
That's just for the big one.
Big for the big chopper. So $25 is a great deal. If you're going to buy $100 anyway. Now, I don't suggest you pay $125 just to get it, but we've got a super bunch of sales on there now.
The bowls, the canisters.
The canisters are half price. The Tower of Bowls are almost half price.
They're beautiful colors.
Mama loves the colors. I ain't that crazy about the colors. I won't take
They're spring, Mother's Day. They just make you think of Mother's Day and spring and
They're
stuff.
Mother's Day. Tupperware, if you're listening, what I would like is a set of That's a Bowls. Black bowls. All of them black. I don't need Skittle bowls. All black with white lids. I think that would be so elegant and beautiful. And I could set a whole table with black bowls and white lids. Would that not be pretty? Somebody say it would be. I would even take white with black lids, but I'd rather have black bowls. Would that? Is anyone gonna vote with me, or y'all on Mama's side?
Black don't scream spring and Mother's Day.
No, but black sure does make whatever you have in it look beautiful. And it would just be pretty to have them all one color. I'm bored. I know. Awesome supper. It is good supper. I heard Tupperware was going out of business. Is that true? Kathy, I heard that too. And I heard it on my way to work the other day on the radio. But we have been told by our business people, and Mama has a business manager, and she assured us she just got out of a meeting and they are not going out of business. They are reorganizing, trying to get everything so they can stay in business. They had a wonderful first quarter this year. They're doing awesome sales, and she said that they indicated there was no truth to any of the rumors, that the media got a hold of that, and it's not going out of business. It's just kind of reorganizing, and to keep on keeping on, and don't worry about, because a lot of people, this is their only job. Like Mama, this is her only job.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people, Mama would make it. She's got her Social Security. But a lot of people, parents, they feed their family from Tupperware. And it's a wonderful opportunity to grow your own business. And I don't know of any company that pays like Tupperware does to their consultants. They're generous, and they work well, and their products are. If you can represent a product, y'all know how Mama and I are. We ain't gonna lie for nothing or nobody, because it ain't nothing worth it, to be honest with you. We've been asked to sponsor several products, and we won't. We do work with Y'all Sweet Tea because we believe in their product. They're good Christian people. They have a good product. They don't lie, and I feel comfortable with them. And they call us and they talk to us, and
they're young men that's got a head on their shoulder for this day and time. That's very rare.
It's wonderful to work with them.
I'm very proud of anybody that young that works like they do.
And they are there for their people, and that's the only reason we would align ourselves with a product like that. Same with Tupperware. Tupperware has a lifetime guarantee on whatever you buy. So I know you're getting a good product, or you can get it replaced. That makes me feel good. Tupperware does great sales. If you're looking for something, like a lot of people wanted the canisters and they were too high, but now they've got them on half price sale. If you keep up with Tupperware and you keep watching, if you wanted a chopper and you didn't want to pay $93 for it, you can get one $25 if you're already spending $100. Maybe you already had planned on buying the Tower of Bowls, and that Tower of Bowls will make many, many presents.
Oh, yes. They're wonderful. Like I said, they just scream spring and Mother's Day. Be great.
They are pretty bowls. They are pretty bows. They're pink and they're all the bright colors, the peach and Mama loves them. Maria loves them. She told me that. She said, I know you want some black ones, but these are pretty. I said, they are pretty, but can they not send me some black bows? Anyway, it's kind of a running joke with me. We know you'd rather it come in black. Yeah, I know. Or red. I like red too. All red bows would be pretty too, Tupperware, but black would just be a little elegant, don't you think?
Yeah.
Black with
Black
white.
is elegant.
I love the canisters white with the black lids.
Yeah. You know, you said my brown sugar, there was 3 of those. I do have our brown sugar.
In the
that-
one.
in
There's
that
4 of them.
Yeah. I didn't realize.
There's 4
I
canisters to
did.
the set. Mama stole one of that set. That's
Good
her
job.
personal set she showed y'all the other night. And the
I
reason
got
she
brown
don't use all the set is not that she don't like them, but she's got brown sugar in one of them. But she's got her vintage set. She's got her vintage avocado green that
I've
she's
used
used.
them all these years. It'd be like giving up.
She can't give them up.
something.
She said, if I don't reach in there to get the green flour bin, what would I know what to do? Or the blue sugar bin? I have to have that, she said. But we do
I
use.
was taught by my mom and daddy, you keep something as long as it works and good.
How long have you been using those green ones and blue ones, Mama?
The green one's a lot longer than the others. I'd say 50 years or 45 to 50 years.
And that's the product we represent. Something that you can say, I've used this plastic container for 53 years and it's still as good as it was the day I bought it. So we don't just represent any container. And people you can buy cheaper. They're out there. You can go to the $1.25 store and buy you some boats.
But I don't have none of them left. That's like that.
But I guarantee you, come 53 more years, you won't say you still got them.
Mm-mm.
Tupperware, you do. So
I've
that's
got
the
my
difference.
egg tray and my
We still use her stuff.
cheese keeper and cake plates, all of that stuff I've used. I've not just stored it, I've used it all these years.
And still
I'm
using
still
it.
using it.
Still using it. So what are y'all cooking tonight? Can't wait to get my peach tea. Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
love
it's
it, Timmy.
delicious.
John, what's it say? John, don't get the spray paint out. Mama will disown you. Kim, I wouldn't touch Mama's Tupperware. You would get disowned. If I come on here with a black eye, you'll say, well, he's painting one of her bows black. Hey, Mama and John. Well, hey, Angela, how are you? I have the green ones and the orange. Mama's got some orange ones too. Use them
I
daily.
got blue, yellow.
Becky, we do too. Now, how Mama got the blue ones, the yellow ones, the orange ones with me? Mama's had the green avocado ones for
That's my old.
since 53 years ago. Anytime I find any Tupperware products at any thrift stores or anywhere, I bring it, especially canister sets, because Mama absolutely loves them. And the green one of those we had to have the lid replacement with, but they sent us a clear lid because they didn't have the avocado, which was great.
Kind of old. I have.
Internet's gone, they're back. But anyway, that is just a little rundown on it. We don't ever want you to think that we would say anything or present anything that we don't believe in. 100%, and we don't use. We don't just come on here and use it. Everything you see us use, we use over and over and over, and we will continue to use. Mama?
Like these old plates. I've
Like
had
these
them-
old plates. These
I've
old
had them-
Corel plates.
had them
Corel?
ever since they come.
Corel, if you're out there, here's some plates that's been around for 53 years and still.
No, I ain't been around that long.
You didn't start housekeeping with these?
No.
I-
I started housekeeping with a set of metal neck.
Oh, I know where those. I still remember those with orange like leaves on them.
Mm-hmm.
How long you had these? I
I-
never remember anything but these.
Well, probably about as long as I have had you.
So over 50
When they
years.
come out, first come out.
There's some blue ones. These are dark navy blue.
Those gray silvery ones, those grannies.
Those are newer though.
Yeah.
But there's some with harvest gold flowers. Some of y'all have them. Some with little green daisy looking flowers all around them. Some of y'all have them. This, I think, is the blue cornflower.
Old Town something.
Old Town Mama said.
I don't know what it is.
Folks, we've just chased rabbits. We've cooked a while. We've talked a while. We shared a while. We looked through the catalog for a while.
I
Couldn't
did
find
the
it.
whole time you was talking.
You never know what you're going to get into here, and that's the same way we live. We never know from one day to the next or 1 minute to the next what we're going to get into. And sometimes we'll make big old plans, and then we'll totally
Sometimes
change them.
we'll keep them, sometimes we don't.
We'll plan on cooking something, and Mama will change it. Or I'll change it occasionally, but not near as much as Mama does.
Mine depends on how late you work and different things too.
It does. Sometimes our plans depend on what Maggie's up to. If Maggie's in a bad mood. We were headed out to a wedding a couple of weeks ago.
Didn't work.
Oh, Maggie said no. She had issues. It took us forever. She said, fur baby, you have to be prepared for fur baby actions.
Like a kid, you playing around and this stuff changes.
She couldn't help it. She was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Bless her heart. And that's
And
talking
you
about.
can't leave them when they're sick.
No, you can't leave Maggie when she's well. Maggie's not one to be left. The other day before yesterday, I believe it was, I was back in my bedroom. Mama went outside, and Maggie thought she was here by herself. She commenced to carrying on and running, and I had to come in here and let her see me. And then she just broke down like, and I had to pet her, and just because Mama went out to the back door.
And I didn't take her with me.
And she thought she was in here by herself. You can't. No, she's very nervous.
If I leave her, she won't leave me alone. She takes every step I take the rest of the day.
If she wakes up in the middle of the night, y'all hear her clicking around here. Well, if she wakes up in the middle of the night, she comes to the bedrooms to see if we're there. You can hear it. And she'll just come in and check. If you're laying there, she's okay. She'll go back to bed. She's a sight. She's a sight.
And I've held my breath before and not made no noise.
She can see you, Mama.
See if I would trick her, but she finds
You're
out.
mean, Mama. I've never tormented her. I always say, it's okay, girl. We here.
I do tell her that after I try to.
After you
trick
torment her. That's how she done me, folks. I feel Maggie's pain.
I never did hold my breath on you.
Yes, you did, Mom. I remember one time distinctly me coming home from school, and you hiding from me and wouldn't answer me, and I went in the bedroom and you went, boom.
That was just to get you back before you scared me one time. You used to scare me a lot.
I doubt it.
Who came to the door with a pistol, a little old thing?
What do you do with Maggie when you go to church, Denise? Most of the time, some of our family or friends will come by and they know, and they'll come by and sit with Maggie, or we got some cousins that'll come by and sit with her. Or sometimes if we got somebody here working or something that she knows them real well, and we'll leave the door open, they come and check on her. They'll let her go outside with them while they're here. So just various things, but we have a lot of help. We don't leave her very long at all. If you go outside, I mean, she's very nervous. I do have some tablets that they give me that will help her, but then some gel things, some gummy things. But she wasn't this way. It's not been the whole time we've had her. We've had her probably 8 years, but she's 13 years old. She had a very traumatic, I won't go into it, but she come from a very traumatic home. A loving home, a wonderful home until one traumatic event. And the event involved some loud noises, and everything scares her like that. And we would leave her at home for several years. She had her own, we had a little gate we put up. That's before we really knew what her habits were. And she turned the TV on and she'd lay right there. She didn't care. As she got older, we didn't even put her in the room. We just had her have running of the house because she never did use the bathroom, never did tear up nothing. And she was fine with that. And then we got to noticing, like if somebody went out the door and she was just getting all tore up with your mama.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to like to ride. Now she don't like to ride. She's changed. A lot of things have changed about her. And she just panics when she's by herself. Don't like it. Even if she knows you're here, even if she knows, like if I work, if I'm in the office working, she knows I'm in there. And about every 2 hours, she comes and just makes sure I'm still there. And I know the difference. If she's wanting something, or if she's hungry or thirsty, or she wants to come and lay at my feet. She don't even want to lay at my feet. She just wants to come in, look, check it out, do a circle, and like, okay, you're here. I'm good. And she'll go back about her business. Sometimes she's just all wanting to be with you, and she'll come lay right at your feet. And that's a different. It's more like she's calmer then, and but there's a panic to her that's just like, are you here? Am I home by myself? Make sure you didn't leave. Here's your mama.
Mm-hmm. She's changed a lot.
Folks,
But I guess the older we get, we change a lot too.
Not me, Mama. I'm the same. I ain't changed.
Oh, you're changing. You get old and scared, and
I ain't scared.
well, you don't want to be alone. You get that
I
way
want to be alone.
when you get older.
Are you scared?
Huh?
Are you scared?
No, but you do. People gets older, and if you're sick, you don't want to be left alone and stuff when you're older.
I must not be that old yet, because when I'm sick, that's exactly what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave me alone, let me sleep, let me get some. If I got a Sprite, a cup of water, that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bad patient.
No, you're not.
I mean, if Mama brings me a Sprite, a glass of water, that's all I need when I'm sick anymore.
Yeah, you do good.
And most of the time I get that because I don't want her to come around me. I say, no, don't you come around me. I'm sick. I don't want you to get it. Maybe it's her time and she is checking on you too. Yeah, I guess she's checking. Maybe she's worried about us. That could be true.
Dog sense really, said
Can't believe I'm back. Hey, you fake homes.
my that other schnauzer we had, she checked on your daddy all the time, and she knowed when he was sick and when he wasn't feeling real bad.
Aw. Y'all send some hearts of love for Karen. She's lost a dear friend this week.
Oh, wow.
That's so sad. Folks, if you have friends, cherish them, because there's one thing you can't make: old friends. You can make new ones, and that's a good thing. But old friends, can't make old friends.
Old friends are precious, precious.
You have to earn them, and it takes so long. It's like you just have to hang in there with them.
Old friends is more precious than gold. I thank you.
Have Mama finish her story. Was you in the middle of the story?
I don't know.
Your the other schnauzer.
Oh, the other schnauzer, I said, protected your daddy when he felt bad from radiation treatments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She guarded him and stuff, and when he wasn't, she made him hold her and pet her and everything. But
And made her go for a ride.
Yeah.
She liked to ride, and she loved ice cream in a cone.
he had her spoiled. Right?
And so every night he would go buy her one, or Mama would fix her one, and he would take it. It was his obligation to take care of her. And he said, she's wanting to go for a ride. I wouldn't get out, but she's wanting to go. And he would take her, and it forced him to get out and talk to people and do things. And I really think it was just a godsend for him to have her.
Oh yeah, she kept him going.
I've told you all the story about how that all came about. I'll tell it right quick, and then we got to go. So some friends of mine had lost their schnauzer. It had passed after years. So their neighbors had not bought, but they had rescued one from a family had passed away. The mother had passed away, and they wanted to rehome the dog. It was her dog. It wasn't theirs. It was hers. So they said, we got some friends that just lost theirs. This will be great. Well, they brought the dog for them, and they said, no, not happening. Too soon. Ain't doing it. So at that time, I was at the restaurant, and they said, we brought that dog for them, but they said it's not time. Why don't you come look at it? You love dog. I said, no, I can't. No. I was still living here. I was still in, just starting college. And so they said, just come look at it. I went and looked at it. And as soon as I walked in the door, I sat down on the floor. She came and crawled up my lap and wanted hugs and pets. And I said, okay, I'll take her, but I may be homeless. We may both be homeless. This is not going to go well. And this is going to be trouble, but I'll take her. So I came home and prepared the situation. I said, if you can keep her to the weekend. So I got her, she had a bed, but I got her covered, all the stuff. And at the time, I was staying in the basement, but it was finished. It was a carpeted, it had a bed, it had TV, it had recliners and couches. It was just a finished basement. We had a flood after that to take care of all that. But anyway, so I brought Sierra, her name was Sierra, and I brought Sierra home. And I told Mama, I said, I know you're not going to like this, but I've got this dog, and she's got to stay indoors. And I said, but I'm going to the basement with her right now. She's not even going to touch her floors. And I'm going to the basement right now, and we're going to live down there permanently. I won't even be back up here. And Mama said, well, you'll keep her down there if you keep her. I said, okay. I've got her. I got her bowls. I got her food. I got her bed. Went to downstairs. Planning on living down there forever. And Dad was years ago, so he was fine. He was working and everything. But he had been diagnosed with cancer about a month before that. Yeah. And so Dad came downstairs to see the new dog. Well, he sat down in the recliner, and she was sitting over on the floor, and he said, come here, girl. Here she came, jumped right in his lap, laid down just like she did me. He sat there and held her and rocked and watched TV for 30, 40 minutes. He said, well, let's go upstairs. I said, I'm going upstairs. And he got up to go upstairs, and I thought, well, he's come for a visit. He got halfway up the stair steps, and he turned around and he said, come on, girl. Up the steps she came, right with him. Went to his recliner upstairs, and he got her again and was holding her. I just picked her bed up, picked her food bowls up, and come up the steps behind them. We lived down there a total of an hour. And up the steps we all came, and she became the ruler of the house. Even Mama was crazy over her. But now she was totally Dad's dog, and it was a blessing for him. And she was with him 24 hours a day. She even slept at the foot of his bed. I mean, it was just a total had a seat in the car. Wouldn't let Mama sit in her seat without giving her the skunk eye.
She'd push on me, mate. Doesn't want me.
She'd try to push her out the truck. So she'd sit in the middle when Mama was in there. Well, she'd lean over on Mama the whole time trying to push her out of the truck.
And your daddy'd just laugh, and then he'd say, she's got your seat, ain't you? And she'd stick her head up in the heater, the air conditioner, and push on me. She never did.
She just keep... Oh, it was funny. Anyhow, that's our stories. We always do rescues.
You can tell you're not wanted when you're pushed almost out of the truck.
When a dog's pushing you on the truck, maybe it's questionable. All right, folks, we're going to go this time. We have talked too long, and it's
it's late.
I know, we're just going to hurry.
You said let's hurry, not keep on.
That's we won't keep them on there long tonight, Mama. This stir fry won't take long.
No. We lied.
That's why we're on the south. If you come to visit and you mean to stay an hour, you'll be here at 3. That's just the way it is. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all make some memories. It's dark here. I don't know what y'all got going on.
It's time for it to be dark.
Tomorrow's Saturday, and we'll check in with y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed night. Do something to make some memories and enjoy this weekend. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.